right. As a driver, it scares me.
Yeah, it's scary.
It's fucking awesome. How do you feel as a passenger?
It's scary.
I know. All right.
You didn't think this Jeep would have this much power?
No, I know it has this much power. You told me. The problem is it grips.
It grips. All-wheel drive. It's got the 315s in the back. You know, it puts the power to the ground. That's the difference too. And since it's a linear supercharger,
yeah,
you're not blowing the tires off necessarily right off the release. So what's going to happen is, if you go on it, we're downshift here.
Done in downshift.
Picking up, it keeps getting more powerful, more powerful, more powerful. You know, the higher you get in the RPM range, the more boost you're making. You know, whereas maybe we're only making a few pounds of boost, you know, right off the line. You know, it just keeps picking up.
Is it bad to have an erection while I'm driving this with a dude?
Probably.
Oh. This is pointless, dude. This is so excessive.
All right, here you go. Downshift floor.
Sure?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. How the fuck am I gonna do a review of this? Can you stop laughing? Oh my god. It's like there.
I tell you, when the guy who built this car for me
got a boner?
When he finished everything and took it for a test run, he snapped the original input shaft on the Southern Hot Rod transmission that I had. So we had to go back and get a new Southern Hot Rod transmission. And after he finally was able to put the power to the ground, he called me and told me he was pretty scared in the car.
Oh, you know? Dude, I'm driving and I'm scared.
Yeah. It's putting down around 700 to the wheels on a humid day. But, you know, when it gets cold out, it's looking well over 700, probably closer to 750. You know, and these prochargers, they pull hard as you get up there.
I noticed that.
Just floor it.
Floor it?
Floor it all the way, yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Alright, so it shifts automatically like that. And you feel how it kind of goes off the line a little bit soft, and then it just...
So what's the 0 to 100? Like a negative 5 seconds? I
haven't done that, but the best 0 to 60 I've gotten has been 3.3 seconds.
That's nasty.
And that was unprepped, no nitrous, you know, spinning the tires a little bit, which is pretty quick. But you know, the real test is the quarter mile.
Oh, dude, yeah. The way this is going, you have a good quarter mile because, dude, this grips.
Yeah, we're thinking about a 10.5 second quarter mile without the nitrous. And with the nitrous, when I get that tuned in the spring, I'll probably be making somewhere mid to high 9s, which is probably enough.
Dude, the only thing holding this back is its own weight. I mean, you probably have like a 7-second car if this was in a regular fucking car.
Oh yeah, I mean, this Jeep actually, as a matter of fact, isn't all that heavy. It's about 4,000, maybe, it could be off a little bit, 300 pounds.
It's lighter than a Hellcat.
It's lighter. It's actually it's pretty close to. And maybe I'm wrong on this. It could be a little bit heavier, but it's pretty light for an SUV. And this is the year to go with. The 2008, 2009 body style is the year to go with if you're going to look to drag race these things or have one that's going to put down any kind of serious power. Then.
So tell me what the specs are, because I think this video's just going to make me laughing. Like
so low compression, 6.1 based, so 370, non-stroker. Hemi motor. I went with the non-stroker because I wanted to keep this motor around as long as possible. If I stroked it out, you know, you're giving a little bit of longevity for maybe an extra 50 to 60 horsepower, a little bit more torque possibly. And then it's fully ported, polished heads, intake manifold, 90mm throttle body, main studs, head studs as well, so we can keep the power on, don't blow the heads off. Nitrous outlet spray plate set right now for a 125 shot, but you know, when we go to tune it, it's probably going to make more like 250 horsepower because, again, nitrous with forced induction, you're pretty much almost doubling your output on that.
Right. And
then I went with the Stage 2 D1SC Procharger, which is your best Procharger's best street supercharger. Anything else above that, you're looking at F1 series, and that's pretty much a straight drag racing supercharger. And the Stage 2 kit, actually, I was the first person to get a Stage 2 kit put on, I think, in the country.
Really?
Yes, because when Josh from High Horse Performance, who's done all this work for me, they're fantastic, by the way. They specialize in just Mopar, The stage 2 kit for the Jeep was just being released, and we had been on the phone with Procharger, basically asking to get this thing in advance. And as soon as it came, we put it on. And he even told me, because this is probably the first one being put on in the country for a Jeep. Now they had a stage 2 Prochargers kits around for a little while, but the Jeep just got one this past year, and a little bit of a learning experience. And you know, we actually ended up by the reason why I got the new motor was because we spun a main bearing, and you know, when you start putting down over 600 horsepower on a stock block bottom end, you know, you make, you're asking for trouble. And I meant to tell you too, the transmission's a Southern Hot Rod transmission, unlimited horsepower transmission. It's the best one they got. It's called the War Viking. And then we got a Pro Torque torque converter, 3200 stall. That's about it. Other than that, you know, suspension's been done over. We have lowering springs all the way around. I rebuilt the brake system, new brake lines, powder coated and basically pulled apart the entire brake system, put new pistons, boots, seals on there, and then some other cosmetic stuff. You know, we got the hood done. It's a fiberglass hood, and the last thing too was the return style fuel system.
Greg, thanks for the heads up.
Sure.
Thanks for letting me drive your car, dude.